Hi, everybody, and welcome to this month's unboxing. Thanks, Anna, for joining me.
I didn't have any place else to be.
There you go. Here she
I
is.
had no better offers.
No better offers for the day. So thanks to those of you joining us. We are going to be unpacking both the kit subscription and showing you what's involved in this month, as well as the treasure box. And stay tuned because we're going to show you what the golden ticket winners get for as I throw in golden tickets. Anna wants it to be chocolate so she can eat it. Or like really gold. So we're going to tell you what the golden ticket winners win. Remember, each month there are 5 golden ticket winners from the kit subscription and 5 golden ticket winners from the treasure box.
10 total.
10 total winners, and they can be at random. You just need to take a picture of yourself with your ticket.
Snap that
picture
of yourself
and message hello@PotomacBeads.com, and we'll tell you in a little bit exactly what you are going to get. So
changes every month.
Without further ado, we're going to show you this month's kits. All right, so for this month's kits, we have 2 beautiful beachy but springy colors that we're working on. And you have 3 projects.
Yes, you have 3. You'll get 3 projects, sort of. So we have here some sort of lightweight, easy to wear things that can take you from spring all the way into September, October. Here I am modeling the color striped beaded bead that we turned into a bracelet here. So you can see it's really fun. It has kind of a nice feel to it because it's very lightweight and just kind of nice rolls up and down on your wrist. And I also have the beaded toggle that we used as a clasp. So that's also going to give you that second technique that you're learning while you're making the beaded bead.
So the beaded beads you have as their own little separate. So here's how to make the beaded beads if you want to. And then Anna, we have in here how to attach it to the clasp if you so decide. I've already seen some people showing their beaded beads just as earrings. Some people said I was keeping my seed beads for something else and really needed an earthy look, and they just strung the beads. It's been really fun to see how people are making them. I'm also dying to see, so if you are the person doing it, when you go into your seed beaded toggle end there, you want to go in and see that seed beaded toggle and go ahead and make, I'm waiting for somebody to make this the front of just a seed beaded necklace and like hanging charms down from it also.
And the nice thing about getting the seed beaded toggle as a separate pattern is you can just make these little circles.
Ooh.
You can do the circles, and then what you can do is like interlock the circles.
Nice.
So it's just teaching you this technique that then you can expand on and make like a chain linked delicate bracelet if you wanted to.
And looking at it, it looks like you have enough too. You could make these into a little pair of earrings if you wanted also, because you're going to have extra seed beads usually along the way. Each kit comes with the instructions to go along with it, your thread, your needles, and all the beads that you need in order to combine. The great thing also about the kit is that if you get a kit subscription, you get 3 projects and it's the same price as getting one.
Exactly.
So
it's
such
a really
a great
great
deal.
If you like getting kits and you don't mind a little surprise every month. And all of these kits, I just want to mention, are new. So they will always be ones that we have not sold before. So you're never going to risk, if you're part of the subscription, you're never going to risk getting a kit that you might have already purchased.
The next one also is going to be your Sunray Fringe pendant necklace.
Yes,
and you can see here
so much nicer in person.
It's really hard to get.
I have 2 variants of this, same beads, but I made 2 of them.
Well, let's get back a little bit here so we can see both of them at the same time here.
So you can see they're similar, but I just kind of mixed it up a bit. I mixed up what I did on the side here, mixed up how I connected them in the front. This one I think has fewer little rays coming off of it, but you have quite a few head pins. So go ahead and you can work in the middle here and make this nice long fringe. You can continue up the side and add little like charms with the extra head pins that you have.
So you have a bead stopper. You have 16 feet of wire, so
You've got
way
quite a
more than
bit.
you need. Way more than you need. And then
Yeah.
the same when it comes to beads and everything that you need. You have your fun little drop bead, your fun little rondelles,
Yeah.
and then all the beads going along. This is definitely more than you are going to need and use.
Yep.
And this, oh, the ball pins. I didn't even recognize that. So
Yeah.
much nicer. I love
So
ball
you get
pins.
ball pins, which I really like because it has that little ball. So it has that nice little round
Finished look.
finish. Yeah, like finial or whatever you want to call it at the end, which just kind of elevates the design that much more. It's a small detail, but it's
there.
But it makes an impact.
You have enough head pins also to do 2 pairs of earrings. Just grab
absolutely.
a piece of wire from your stash. Or honestly, you have enough extra wire that you could make, like with here, you could go in and you can, with that extra wire, go in and make a little loop of beads. So you can make like a little teardrop, crimp it off, and use it on just an ear wire. That would be so
that'd
cool.
be a great way to handle that, to do that.
That would be a great way to do that as well, too. And then did you make the clasp with the pins, too?
Did.
Look at you getting creative.
Look at me getting crafty.
Oh, look, it has the instruction in here. Anna's getting crafty. I actually just did the same thing on a pair of earrings that'll be coming out soon to show how you can like repurpose
and
those
look
head
at
pins.
this. I just made a pair of earrings.
Nice. Anna just, while we were waiting, and just
like
that
that.
time, she just made a little pair of earrings.
So, yeah, I mean, now if I had tools at my disposal, it would be a little bit nicer than that. But actually, I kind of like just using my fingers.
Yeah.
So I can take these out.
And you got little
and
crimp tears.
I can put this in.
Look,
and
Anna's wearing an earring.
And I got a cute little earring. Yeah.
Yeah.
So part of what I liked about this box was also teaching people and familiarizing people with how to use something like these head pins or these
a
ball
different
pins,
way, using the toggle.
being a little bit more creative than just getting the clasp or just getting the ear wires. There's other things you can use, put your own little spin on it, and something as simple as, where did my little earring go?
Your little earring
My little earring here. Something as simple as putting a bead on that ball pin, and making a bend so it goes through your earring or through your ear. And voila.
And voila.
You don't even have
You don't need to have anything else.
You don't even have to have tools. You don't have to worry
it.
about my wire wrapping skills aren't great. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
You can
Enjoy
still do
the
that.
process and enjoy the creativity. So this box, great fun subscription of the month here. That sunray fringe pendant, the color striped beaded bead, and the seed beaded toggle, which you can use together or separate. So this is going to be your kit edition.
Right. And I want to emphasize, I already said this, but I want to emphasize with the seed beaded toggle, don't just use it as a toggle. Learn this as an opportunity to learn how to make those circles and then make those into earrings, link those together. So use it just as a jumping off point to then create all kinds of other amazing things.
And just like we're going to do here for showing you the kits, if you are a golden ticket winner, if you found one of these in your box on the back, it should have my signature with a little number on the back. Take a little picture of it and post it on social media. With your face. Get your face in there.
Picture.
And if you are the golden ticket winner for April, in your May box, you will receive 3 collections of the dome beads. So you'll get 12. I know, it is. You're getting 10s, 12s, and 14s. And what that is going to allow you to do is make this amazing dome bead necklace by Cheryl. And the video for this is coming out soon.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, we're wrapping it all together and putting it here. We have some new suede and leather as well coming at you and doing all of those new things. So this is going to be your kit box, and we still have the treasure to unpack. So I love the treasure box this month. I say that every month, but after I create and make...
honestly, do you ever not like it?
No, I'm kidding.
And would you admit it? Yeah, I don't
just
think
to you, not to everyone else.
So if you ever show up kind of sad looking.
I didn't like Anna's box. So this one is called Blooming into Spring, and you get buds and smells and whatever of spring.
No smells.
No smells come in this
not promise
box.
smells.
So you open up this box this month and you're like, oh my goodness, I have so many things that I can make and design and have. Starting off with, actually, let's just start off with kind of the oddball guys.
Yeah.
So 0.8 millimeter stretch cord. 16 feet of this guy.
Yeah, ton of bracelets you can make with this. It's also a great thing for summer because in the summer, a lot of times you want things that are going to be really easy to take on and off. You don't want things that are going to be heavyweight. You don't want anything that's going to be stuck on you. You're going to get sweaty. So these are great because then you can also make stackable bracelets where you can put on as many or as little as you want. Also great if you have kids home or off from school coming up, then
Here you go.
stretch
There's
is
some stretchy
a
string.
great way to get them started on making jewelry.
Almost everything in the box will fit on the stretchy strings too. Actually, I even think the delicas might
They
fit
might,
on
yeah.
the point
I
eight.
didn't test that, but
Didn't
I think,
test it, but I think
yeah.
that's right. And then also this month we have a tape measure.
Yeah.
Perfect to put in your purse. You can actually check out some of the videos on doing a cover for it if you want. But I like that it's a simple little, super helpful tool.
Yeah, super handy. And you always get those people that come to you when they know that you make jewelry, and they're like, "Can you make me a bracelet?
I need it about how
So
much?"
I'm like, "Okay, well, let me get my ruler out."
And I am a size 2 wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because
So
you never
very
know what the
handy.
wrist size is based on the person.
Now you will.
Never matches. And then going from there, let's go from big to little.
Okay.
Because you see them
So
first.
start with the chunk.
With the chunky monkey. And he is perfect for stretch. I'm excited to put this one on
whole
stretch.
strand. And what I really like about this is, well, the color, of course, the travertine. This actually looks kind of like stone.
It does.
So you're
It looks
getting,
like a gemstone.
yeah, so you're getting, like, even the texture on it is kind of funky. So you're getting this really nice organic texture. Some of it almost has a patina. Some of it just looks like it has a wash. A lot of variety in one strand.
And that easily becomes a stretchy bracelet along with this guy, which I love. And I'll show you what I made with the boxes as well. This chartreuse color. So you've got two nice strands of check glass that can be used with that stretchy just to take on and off.
Yeah.
Really.
And with this too, it's great to get a bunch of earrings out of. Use them as like a pendant, start it as a pendant, do like a little fringe or something underneath.
You can wire wrap them too.
Or do like layers or something. Yeah, so they're just kind of a great bigger bead that allows you to do some other techniques with it besides stringing.
And the same thing for this funky organic shape. Remember, it's earth, it's springs, we're springing into bloom. This one here, when we go over some of the little beads, it has a hole going through and a really nice look. I am so tempted to make some fringe hanging down from this.
So I know we're going from bigger to smaller, but I want to pull these in.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. They match perfectly.
So this patina and color in here looks really nice with this opaque pear seed bead. This is a delica. So it's one of those like perfect little soup can shapes. And this would be great as a fringe coming off of it. It would be great to do little beaded beads and then have this as your offset centerpiece or offset focal. But just a color match that goes really well. So you're going to have a nice complement with those two things together.
And yeah, and I even love the chartreuse in it. I think it brings out that bright piece. And again, okay, we're like designing as we go and we're not going smallest to biggest. But you've got a nice green bead also. I know, look at these together. Like they just
and
work
just a really
so
nice spring green color, very nice and light, like a peridot color.
And you've got two strands of the check glass. So this one is a 6 millimeter, and we have
it's a 5 or a 6, yeah. And then it's this really, when you see it up close, it's like a crystal travertine sort of, but not one that I've seen before.
It's like a dark travertine.
It's almost like the color underneath it, the base color was like a swirl, and then they added something on top of it.
I think you're
so it has a lot more depth to it, and it's a little bit more opaque than just like a crystal bead that has that color over top.
I think add these together and you've got a beautiful bracelet or necklace. You can even string it on that stretchy string right away. So you've got you got four complete strands of check glass in this box. So you've got a lot of strands of check glass. We've got the green one in here too, and then that big, beautiful piece as well too. Big, beautiful piece. I mean, this really looks like I'm going out into the garden. That spring onion grass is blooming, and I have all of those bright colors ready to go.
All the what do they call it? All the succulents that grow on your wall, like the hens and chicks and things like that. Like
you have plants growing on your walls?
Well, like your rock walls. Sorry.
Oh,
like your
okay.
wall-
I was like, I don't have
your
plants
rock
growing
walls.
on my walls in my house.
Oh,
I mean, I
maybe
probably do. There's probably
maybe
milk
it's
curdled
mold.
somewhere. There's probably mold. This is a lovely
Maybe.
connection of your spring mold collection that you
And then
have.
I have a black bead over here.
Yeah, and then you've got that over there
No,
too.
not mold. Like the beautiful, like in the gardens.
I know
you
what
see
you're talking about.
The old.
Poor description, but I got
Yeah.
you. And throw in a couple of your halo beads. So these halo beads are beautiful in that rose gold.
Yeah,
And
it punches it up a little bit. Like I like the rose gold with these colors. And you can even put seed beads in here. You don't have to put a 6mm bead in there.
I'll show you what I did with them in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Got creative with
yeah.
those too. So those are your halo beads that you have as well too. And these are Potomac exclusive. They also look great just if you're doing that stretchy string. Put one bead in the middle for your stretchy bracelet and put a pearl or something in the middle. Look,
I actually
you have a
really
pearl.
like the idea of having a bead that's smaller, that's too small, because then it gives you that, like, it's going
moves
to move
around.
back and forth.
Correct.
So it gives, a lot of people like having the rings like that, where they will have a ring with something and then it moves back and forth in the center.
Yeah, what do they call them? Like not nervous rings. It's
like a fidget kind of
fidget
thing.
ring. Yeah. You can kind of move that back and forth.
Yeah.
And you've got a whole half strand here of your 4mm pearls that look great with this as well. And you can drop down. If you get both of the boxes, you also have more of that beading wire that you can really go to town with. And that's what I use for my designs. I'll show you. We really didn't.
You get both boxes.
I get both boxes.
You kind of have an advantage.
I have an
there,
advantage. We really didn't go smallest to biggest. We kind of got off
it
balance.
Doesn't matter.
So I'm gonna punch out you
Go with the flow.
Now we're going kind of a little bit. So that's kind of greenish, springish with a white.
Spring greens.
And then we're going. Hey, flowers are popping in too. This mix is awesome. Those are so cool. There's a little ladybug in this one. These are super cute. They're all different. Everything's going to be different.
What I did with mine, it's way less impressive than what you did with yours.
Do you have yours here? Oh, that's so cute though. Oh, that's
so
really cute.
I made a tiny little ring because I was going through and I was like pulling out little beads
that you like
that I thought were really adorable. And so I found this cute little peridot like oval. And I took a 15-0 seed bead.
It would look cool with the delica though too.
Yeah, a 15-0 seed bead that I just made into a ring, and I just put a little 11-0 on either side just to kind of pop it and kind of give that.
It looks like a real ring. It looks really really cute.
Illusion of a prong or something.
Did you just tie it on with dragon thread?
Yeah, I just did dragon thread around a couple times
and then just
tied it
on.
off. Yeah,
so cute. Such a cute.
And I
idea.
actually went to town one day and I made a bunch of them. So because I can't do anything once. It's like the OCD like kept.
So did you make a little butterfly one or a little ladybug one?
I made a little ladybug one. The little discs are great. Yeah. So any of those little ones, they're just super cute. Like you just put a little bead on either side, something to kind of make it pop and make it that center
piece to it.
Yeah.
So in the design that I did, I actually added. We also have some dark sapphire crystals here in the bicones. I added that into my design that I did with them for a little bit more of a color punch. I actually used these too to kind of vary it up a little bit. And then we have really muted but great fillers here.
Kind of like a sea glass.
Yes, they look exactly like a sea glass.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful color combination. I split the color combination up. It looked just as cool, but I actually really love the color combo together. Mixing all of those cranberries and the dark kind of sunflower
seeds. Out of the
seeds.
bag, it's a little bit more impressive.
And they went really, really well with just having then that transition from the matte and the cloudy to the bright crystal clear.
That's what I love. Yes. I love having that juxtaposition, to use an overused word, but that contrast, because then it makes the crystal seem more crystally and bright, and it makes the matte seem more matte and more
sea glassy.
Like sea glassy. Yeah. When you have those contrasts, it brings the best out of each one.
And you could even brighten it up with some of these bead caps as well too. So you're getting 100. So that's a lot of these little tiny bead caps in the 4. They will fit on your stretch and they go on the sides of your beads.
And they're going to also look really nice if you want to make a nice dainty little bracelet with your 4mm pearls.
This is like a little first communion bracelet.
Yeah.
That you have right there with your 4mm pearls, your crystals, and your little bead caps as well. And then we still haven't touched on yet, we have our button shank covers. If you check it out, we have a video for you that already has the Delicas making the little button shank cover. And you learned skills, again, if you get both, with the wrapping of the wrapping of the wood beads.
Yes.
You can learn some of that
You can do
techniques
the
and
same
actually
thing.
wrap around and through the end of the button shank. They can be used a lot of different ways.
You can also just glue something to it.
Just glue it.
So let's say you like basic stringing, find a few cute beads on here, put some glue, make a fun little mosaic clasp.
Oh yeah, you can grab them all together.
Yeah.
So all you need for that, I had it sitting around here. I think it's over with Justin. E6000 glue some of that on.
Yeah.
And then these end cones, these etched end cones, I think that I could design like 12 million necklaces with these.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they
come in handy.
They are gorgeous. They're a great way to hide some extra string. And right away, this popped out at me. And I was like, this needs to come out of these cones. I'm not sure how, but here's how I'm designing. So with all of this, I'll show you what I made during some design live time. And we would love to see what you guys make with all of your boxes as well. Anna and I are taking off our jewelry here.
So this is what you had made here with that collection of beads.
So fun.
And mixed up some of the other strands with it.
The only other strand, I use
these are fantastic in this.
I used a really small collection, you can see, of the little 3mm bicones. I still have a ton to use, and I used some of that green strand just to bring it and make it pop a little bit more. I brought them all into the end cone and looped with wire, bringing another loop of wire out through the top, and used that bright green chartreuse bead in the back to go from that bright color in the front to just that simple bright color in the back. I'm going to wear this like all summer long. I'm super pumped about it. I also loved looking at this, that if you grab like a toggle clasp or even go stretchy.
I love that as a bracelet.
Just go right in there, grab a toggle clasp, put those ends together. It does look very Anna. When you're saying that, like, that looks very Anna just as a bracelet.
And I really think that these kinds of end cones are really underappreciated and underutilized because it's a great way to get silver and texture in your design. It's a great way to add a little bit more interest where you're not just stringing and then you don't have like a great way to end it. So it also adds a nice element of the texture, of course, but also this organicness with, it says etched, but it's kind of like a wood grain.
I think it looks kind of like a plant. It looks like a leaf to me coming down there.
Yeah, I've always kind of looked at it like a wood grain. Yeah, so
coming up.
Very like woodsy but springy. Yeah.
And then made this simple little choker necklace that I had on, just taking out just the light colored drops. I flanked them with a little bit of pearls on either side, and then went crystals all up the back. Again, these are really cute together, like as a bracelet too. That would be a great little bracelet. I loved these drops. Honestly, I think the drops were my favorite thing in the box. And I loved that. Like, I only got 2 of
you can mix them in here.
I could have mixed them in there if I wanted to and made this section longer or shorter. I really have enough extra. I'll show you all the extra that I have to do more. So if you want to, honestly, 4 strands versus 3 didn't make that much of a difference with the look. You could take it down to 3. You have enough then to mix in to do your other ones as well. And then I have a little pair of earrings too that I did. Do you have those over there?
They're off here.
So did a little pair of earrings. These were just during a design live time on Facebook Live that I used some beading string or beading thread and just came out, did the little drops going up. And you can see I separated out my drops from there using.
So you chose that color that you wanted for those, the darker one.
Yep. Yeah. And then just picked up some seed beads from my mix and moved those in, just 11-0 seed beads.
Yeah.
And then I want to show you guys all the stuff that I still have.
Also a great way to use the halo bead without just putting a bead in the center.
Yeah. You can keep it kind of blank in there.
Use it like a form.
Yep. So I wanted to show you all the stuff that I still have left in my box. So each month I get a box. So I used all my 4mm crystals for that necklace. I still have so many pearls. Here I still have all my drops. I know, look, I still have all my drops. I have 2 of my halos left. I didn't use that strand at all yet. Didn't use that. I have half my strand of green left. Didn't use this guy. I have half the bag left of my blue. And I made all those 3 projects with it. I intentionally kept these out because I want to make a pair of earrings. So when I was going through the mix,
you paired up the ones that you wanted to save. Yeah.
Haven't used my button shanks yet. Haven't used my Delicas. And then, of course, I still have all my stretch and I still have my thing.
Ooh,
I have so much going on.
I see a really cool button shank cover with the delicas maybe, and maybe you add some of these to like kind
To
of
make it look like a flower.
Make it look like a flower.
Yep.
And then you do some string and add that to the end.
I'm most excited about this organic guy, honestly. I want to add that I kept some of the darker ones out intentionally to pull out some of those darker colors, adding in some of the delicas there and some of my green beads. I want to make that into a necklace and make that drop as well. So there's so much potential when it comes to the kit boxes to make and to have the treasure box, treasure box to make, to have, and really to play around. I really like the treasure because I like designing. Yeah. So getting the kit box is great for people that want to make the kits. Getting the treasure is just a really fun excuse to sit down, play with your beads, and have fun.
I love it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for this unboxing. It's really fun to see what is made each month and then even start to see kind of the mindset behind why we picked things. And
even though we go ahead and pick things, of course, months in advance to get it ready, it's kind of like a renewed interest in like invigoration because we unbox it. Like we're unboxing it for you, but I'm sort of unboxing it for myself too to get like this renewed sense of like, oh, that's right. I had this great idea. So
that was really, going with that. Congratulations also to those golden ticket winners. Don't forget that what you want to do is go ahead and below the video you can click on, but you want to email hello@PotomacBeads.com. Let us know that you've gotten the golden ticket and post you with your picture of your golden ticket so you can brag a little bit on social media and be like, I was the golden ticket winner, and get fun things like the collections of the domes.
Yeah. And be sure to include that code on the back in the email.
Yep. So that way we can verify that you are in fact the golden ticket winner. As always, if you need to get the subscription boxes, you've been thinking about it, you're not sure, look below the video in the description. There's little links.
Sure.
Why not? Come on, people. Get on there. So as always, thank you guys so much for joining us. We can't wait to unpack next month as well and get ready to ship that out to you. See ya.